welcome to American McGee's Grimm, A Girl Without Hands, episode 5. I hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. And I have already played this, as you can see. But again, I forgot to adjust the sounds and everything, and you can't hear me, so I'm going to play this again. So, here we go. Who's Ben?
When a total stranger offers a poor miller vast wealth in return for something of obviously lesser value, should it not arouse suspicion? Of course it should. But today's dunderhead, a man with as much imagination as a lump of coal, isn't even a teeny bit skeptical. There's no way but poorly for things to go for such a dimwit. The miller gathers firewood to supplement his puny income.
Why waste time in the forest? I'll make you rich as Croesus if you give me what stands behind your mill.
A hard bargain, sir, for I dearly love that apple tree. But for the wealth you promise, I give my pledge.
I'll return one day to collect what's mine.
Old Scratch has returned to collect his due. Turns out the miller's daughter was standing behind the mill, beside the apple tree.
Her tears have made her sopping wet. I can't take her like that.
She weeps because she has no hands.
You cut off her hands rather than forfeit your own life. You could have taken her place.
You fiend! I did what I had to do. You've come 3 times, and because she's wet, you've rejected her. Now she's safe. I'll care for her. She will be grateful.
Grateful? I think not. What would you do in her place? Might murder be on her mind? It ought to be, having beat the devil, whose aversion to water is frankly not that well known. The girl is on her own. She has no use for her craven father. Starving, unable to work for food, she happens upon a royal orchard. What luck!
Though it is forbidden, I'll eat just 1 pear to slake my hunger.
You are beautiful, so I will not have you executed for molesting my royal pears. In fact, I love you, despite your handlessness. I'll have some forged of silver made for you. You shall be my wife and queen.
The king is off to war. That's mainly what kings do, and they often do it poorly.
Goodbye, queen. Make the baby a boy. Be nice to mother. See you soon.
Goodbye, king. Dispatch the enemy with ruthless cruelty and hurry home. We'll roast a goat on your return.
Alas, this was not to be, for the devil is first and foremost a mischief maker with no sense of humour. Often the devil altered letters between the king and queen with his own, dare I say, diabolical messages. The messenger is his unwitting dupe.
If this message from her loving husband doesn't result in her death or exile, I will consider changing my career.
The queen has abandoned the palace. Thanks to the devil's work, she thinks the king wants her dead. Once again, she is on her own, though the silver hands provide some assistance.
Nature is fine, though a bath would be nice, and decent walking shoes, and some bread. I wonder what Father is doing.
Thinking of that old reprobate must have cost her.
Don't cry, Father. All is forgiven. You're not the first to sacrifice a child's body parts, and you won't be the last. Is there any bread available?
I'm sure there is. I believe I could get you some for a decent price. Those lovely silver hands will be worth something.
Indeed. Oh, look, there's my husband, the king. Your Majesty, do you still wish to cut out my tongue and eyes?
No, Queen, I want you as you are. Come, let us return to the palace and live happily ever after.
What an extremely large load of bovine excrement. Once again, an adult, a ridiculous excuse for a parent, but as a child's welfare to secure his personal gain, and is not held accountable for his atrocious actions. If you'd like to see Father pay a higher price for maiming his daughter, play on.
Sure thing there, Grimm. Let's do this.
Let's... Now I'm smelly.
Yes. Now see, I didn't try this last time, but I don't seriously
Wicked water!
why.
Grimm's stinky now. Now I'm gross.
Okay, time to turn back to whoa, now that's the devil. That actually killing bunnies left and right.
Now who's foul?
Kill the bunny! Alright, now watch him run after the bunny. Kill him! Rabbit. Never had rabbit. Anyway.
Don't...
Yeah, I'm gonna do They don't technically die to you. At least the top half of the
Rompin', stompin', butt kickin' good. Stupid flippin' gate. Who's your papa?
Okay. Follow a mule. My name's Barf. I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
The miller chops off his daughter's hands. The cowardly wheat grinder has no idea that his brutal act will temporarily save her from Satan. He's just looking out for number one. Well, at least someone's suffering. But why should she be the only one? Make it.
I love how he's like sympathetic to her. Everybody else has it twisted in the cave.
Now who's smelly?
I don't know what happened there.
Now I'm stinky. Now I have another secret. Now I'm gross.
Stop being a jerk.
Now I'm foul. Clandestine as a cockroach on toast.
Go there.
Now who's rotten?
I didn't want you to kill him, Windmeal. Put all that there because they want to protect themselves from the devil.
Now I'm nasty.
It's very dumb.
See? Why did you run into it?
We're all blown in the wind.
Okie dokie pokey okies. Matt Damon. They must really like him. I don't care either way.
After abandoning her home, this abused and starving freak happens upon the royal garden and steals a pear. Maybe the guards will stab her. I can hope, can't I? May.
Unfortunately. No, we'll see to that. Because of this. When I can turn it.
Grimm's smelly now. Now I'm stinky.
Now watch. He's moving, right? He's got someone in his sight, so he's gonna set him up. He's gonna kill him. Darn! Come on! He's not that far away.
Now I'm ignominious defeat.
Die.
Grimm's foul now.
Kill him. Get him.
Oh no!
Allow me. Keep playing. When they turn bad, don't find it. Okay,
That's disgusting.
Hey, it's the pair from Puss in Boots.
The king invites the handless one into his castle. She steals his pears, but the king invites her in, and immediately decides he wants to marry her. A thief with no hands? Perhaps it's a good match, as he seems to have no brains. A fine royal couple.
He sees a woman that is easily manipulated because she has disability. Back in those times, there was no political correctness or sympathy. I mean, everything else still works. Like the child, you know, all that is bad, but ain't no hands. I've always wanted to go in one of these. I've never actually been in a garden. Hey, the giraffe didn't turn.
Now who's nasty?
There we go. Now I go back. Yeah, I got more I gotta have a little fun on.
That's disgusting.
But are they married now? No. You see, like, her hands are. I'm gonna put a little bit of. It stinks like alcohol and it has basic effects.
A secret no more!
See, I could have just jumped over all.
Get me out of here. Nuptials make me puke.
Yay! And I don't care.
Some months after the wedding, the king goes off to war. What's the rush? Oh, that explains it. Babies are fun in the making, less fun in the rearing. Make it.
Okay. Now this episode is a bit different. There are 7 scenes. But as what I don't understand, one of the scenes, the added scenes, was not in the main story. So I'm not quite sure.
Now who's stinky?